So with this problem, the very beginning should be pretty easy because I tried to make that part pretty straightforward. So the very first thing should be population. And what should you write as your population? All what? All 2020 AP Stat students. So if they missed part of that, didn't write part of that, kind of jot that down. If they did, you just don't write anything there. So what should our sample be? What is our sample?
110 students from
the man AP Stat students, or the man students who took the AP Stat exam in 2020. So you can talk about the 110, but it's definitely the AP Stat man students in 2020. So then next, we're defining our parameter. What parameter are we defining? What?
Mu.
And this is just going to be the mean what? AP Stat score, AP score, whichever way you want to write it. That one's pretty straightforward too. I tried to take wording out of this. And you could do this, but you've already written it in the population, so you didn't have to have it there also. And then, so my next thing is how likely is it to get a group mean at least that good? So what symbol has to go here? X bar, and is what? So there's our state. For plan, you're getting to 10% condition. Make sure they wrote 10% condition. Make sure they wrote capital N is greater than or equal to 10N. A lot of issues you'll catch here, and a lot of issues you'll catch on somebody else's that you wouldn't have caught grading your own, and that's why I like to do this. We're plugging in what is in? 110. So capital N is greater than or equal to 1100, 1100. So I'm going to talk through this instead of writing it time-wise. So they're at least 1100 what? Specifically the AP Stat students, specifically in 2020, but not specific to man. Then my next thing is normal. What do I need to write for normal?
You have to specifically say that it's central limit theorem, or can you just do it?
I want to see what the central limit theorem. So these are things that a lot of people probably didn't write these words. So if they didn't, just write it down. But what else do I definitely need to see? What are you checking with central limit theorem?
And the ends at least.
So people are going to write this a little bit different. That's what they're checking. Some people may just do this. But they need that idea checked that they're saying, yes, our sample size was at least 30. So a little bit of variety there. And then they have to have underneath that, so we can use normal approximation. And I will tell you one of the biggest things I count off for, not because it's like a bad thing, but one thing that's not, it is normal, not we use normal, is a normal approximation. You can use normal approximation. So that's all that we needed for the normal statement, normal condition. So do, we've got an N, which is 110, mu, which is 2.95, and sigma is 1.34. So I'm going a little bit quicker here. P parentheses, X bar is greater than or equal to 3.30. Convert it to a Z-score. I don't remember what that gives us. What's our Z-squared WN? Oh, yes, thank you. I'm skipping too much, trying to go too quick. Mu of X bar equals mu equals 2.95. What should usually go here? Some type of units, but this one's weird, so I probably wouldn't have put it there, but I just want to address that. Tell me what that number gives us.
Point 1278.
78?
Yeah.
So now I'm going to skip back up to where I wrote it here. When I find my Z.
But
I'm out of order.
I need to go 10 times.
And what does that give us?
0.0031.
What does the Z give us?
2.7.
7 what?
4.
Draw it so it's on the right side, it's positive 2.74. Shade it to the right. My area when I look up, I'm kind of sloppy now. My area for 2.74 is what?
0.0031.
So 0031 is once I subtract from 0.9. Now, the only thing left is conclude, but you should have, up to here is probably where the mistakes would have been. So, I don't want to mess up, you only got like a minute left. Untake whatever. Make sure that you're talking back and forth, this is what you missed. This kind of thing usually helps you more than anything else because it makes you realize where your mistakes were. So hopefully this will work out enough to be able to do this.
This
well.
24, I think you just rounded wrong.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
You just rounded wrong for the Z score.
Yeah.
Because